I would like to say thank you, good morning, and thank you to everyone to join this seminar, online seminar with Audacious. Just for who don't know us, Audacious is an Italian-Brazilian international CAD/CAM company, and we provide all the full solution for the fashion industry, starting from designing, collection planning, up to production. So what today Marta will show to us, it will be the whole solution starting from design to pattern and marker making. Okay, it will take, as she told you, around 30-40 minutes. Okay, so we should start for the presentation, I think.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, just I will translate.
Okay, sure.
The presentation, they said this is a company Brazilian. It's I miss it's Arabic. It's الشركة إيطالية برازيلية متخصصة في برامج البترول. وطبعا الورشة راح تكون تقريبا 30 دقيقة، وبعدين نرجع نستقبل إذا في أسئلة. طبعا الأسئلة حتكون عن طريق رفع اليد، وحيكون عن طريق الناس اللي حابة تسأل عن أي شيء محتاجة في البرنامج. طيب، معنا مارتا طبعا، السيد انريك والسيدة مارتا، طبعا هي مصممة. استاذناها تقفل الكام.
Okay. Can I start the presentation?
Yes, start.
Okay. So, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us in this 360 in this Audacious presentation. I'm Marta. I'm responsible for the support and training of our clients and distributors. And now I will share my screen with you to show Audacious 360. So this is our Audacious 360 application. As you see, inside we have 7 different softwares, and each of them covers one specific sector in the apparel industry. So we have software that are used to create the three-dimensional design. Then we have software to create the tech pack with the flat design and all the specification of materials, quantity, and cost. Then we have the CAD, we have the nesting, we have the software to organize the queue of the nesting. We have ISA that allows us to manage and organize the collections, and then we have DigiFlash and DigiFlash XD.
Marta, let me translate. This is very important information.
Okay, طبعاً, yes.
Now البرنامج هو مجموعة برامج معتمدة على مرة واحدة، يعني يكون برامج مرة واحدة. أول واحد اللي هو الإيزا، طبعا هو إدارة المنتجات، بحيث أنه إذا عندك مجموعة من الموظفين تعرف تشيك مين اللي اشتغل، مين اللي كمل المنتج، مين اللي بدأ، وفين في كل مرحلة من مراحل الإنتاج تعرف فين مين اللي اشتغلها وكم قاعد فيها. المرحلة الثانية اللي هي البترون، وفي الأول هي ال4D اللي هي تتم عملية الرسم على المانيكان، وفي الثالثة اللي هي إيدا اللي هو التيك باك أو معلومات التكاليف على المنتج. Okay, continue, Marta.
Okay, so today we will see how these softwares works together. So we will see like a real case of work using the Audacious 360. So the first software that we are going to see is the Audacious 4D. that is the software for the three-dimensional design, but you will see that it's different between all the other 3D softwares because we don't need the already done patterns, but we are going to draw directly on a digital avatar. So now we'll
انا احاول اني اترجم اشياء بسيطه، انا اعتقد الجميع راح يفهموا. لحظه بس، اللي فاتح المايك يسكر. سماهر احنا الان ما ححاول اني اترجم كل شيء، ولكن الان حنبدا بالمرحله الاولى اللي هو الرسم على الافاتار. هذه هي اهم ميزه موجوده في البرنامج، وهي يعني تقريبا الوحيده في العالم معهم هذه التقنيه. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So in this case, I will start choosing my avatar. And here I have my avatar. And that tight suit that we have on the avatar will be the base where I'm going to create the dress.
Can you tell us which dress that we are gonna to draw first of all, or you are gonna to show us some options or some ideas?
First, I will show you some important features of the 4D, just the few most important, and then I will open a already done garment. So you will see the final result.
هي الآن فتحت الأفاتار طبعا مع لبس مناسق للجسم، على أساس أنها تكون قاعدة للرسم عليها. Okay, start.
Okay. So yes. We will start in the creation part where we have all the tools to work. We will start to create some circular cuttings using the cut with ring tool, or we can here we are going to cut the part of the legs because we are going to create a skirt. So with model with ring, we have the possibility to model the piece. So I will cut again the end part.
طبعا الآن هي بترسم continue. هي تستخدم الأدوات الخاصة بالبرنامج لعملية الرسم.
Okay, now I will create the neckline and the armhole. So I will use these because I'm going to I will use the cut with curve because I'm going to create a particular neckline. So I will use this tool to create the line that I want. Okay, so now I can even decide to modify the sleeves, so I can add some other volume on the sleeves. Okay, then I can cut, for example, here and on the bottom part. And then I can create some ruffles. So I can copy the piece, I can add some volume. I can insert some transparency if I want. And we can visualize how the skirt is going to, how the fabric is going to work with the gravity. So you see that the fabric shows me how it's going to be in real life. Okay, so if I need to make it a little longer, I can simply take again the same tool and make it longer. So then I will activate the gravity again. Then I can create a slit, for example.
اعتقد الان ما احتاج اترجم، ولكن الرسم وعمليه استخدام البرنامج واضحه. فاذا احد عنده اي اسئله يا ريت انه يسجلها، على اساس حنفتح باب الاسئله عند انتهاء الرسم.
So you see that you can even move the fabric as you want, just clicking on it. And then we can, for example, insert a pleating effect. You can decide the spacing. You can decide the depth. You can choose a different fabric, for example. So I can insert.
You add plissé. You add plissé. From where you add plissé?
Here you have this option here in plissé. Here you can activate or deactivate the option of the plissé here, and here you can decide the spacing and depth. Then here you can decide the fabric that you want to use. So in a fabric structure, you can decide, for example, now I will use the denim to make an example. You can decide the measure. You can, for example, take out the color, but it will stay the trim. So you can apply a different color on it. You can change the light, how much light the fabric reflects. You can decide, as we saw for the sleeves, you can decide if the fabric is transparent or not. We can really, we can, for example, insert even zippers. So now I will create
we can
a line.
wait. First of all زي ما شفتوا انتم الان يمكن تغيير الالوان، تغيير الاقمشه، نوعيه خامه الاقمشه، اذا كان شفاف او لا. الان هنا احنا حتضيف سحاب للموديل.
So we can even insert zippers, or we can insert buttons, for example. You insert a button and modify the measure and the position. We can copy and paste this button to insert more. You can insert particular effects. So if you want to add some movement, you can use some different type of pleats. In this case, we use the normal map. You can change the.
أضافت بعض البنسات، ولو تكون صورة من أي مكان ممكن إضافتها وتضيفها على التصميم.
Then, as I said, we can choose a color. And here in the pencil, we can see the final result, and we can rotate the the drawing to really see how it is at 360 degrees. Okay, so we can do really a lot of things inside this software. We can even insert for example, sewings. So if you select the lines, you can even insert seams. Here. So you can change the length, you can change the distance, you can change the color.
يعني الآن احنا هنا نشوف إنه حتى نوعية طريقة الخياطة كم تبغى خيط مرة واحدة أو مرتين بأحجام مختلفة، تقدر تكبر نوع الغرزة أو تصغرها.
Okay, so Audacious 4D it has been created for this reason, without the need, to have any pattern. We have the possibility to have at the really beginning a very realistic design that will improve the communication between the designer and the pattern maker, because instead of having a simple design, you have a 360 degrees, so a very realistic representation of what we want to have in real.
Okay. Let me translate.
Yes.
طبعا هي الآن تتكلم إنه بهذا البساطة أنتم حصلتوا على تصميم ب 360 درجة تقدروا تستخدموه تعرضوه، يعني هذه للمصممين على أساس بعدين يتحول على المصممين البترول. زي ما أنتم شايفين بكل سهولة، ما تعدينا 10 دقائق سوينا تصميم بكل سهولة. I think we can add embroidery, we can add accessories, we can add anything. Can you add something? كمان حنحاول نضيف بعض التطريز. You can,
okay.
We can add.
Yes, let me, for example, if I go on internet and I search flower print, for example, I will choose an image.
الآن بحثت بالنت على بعض الصورة على أساس تبغى صورة محددة أو
I will save the image. And for example, in 4D, we and I'm saying image, but if you have a JPEG or PNG file of an embroidery or a print or whatever, you can insert it here. So you can insert the print as a
إضافة صورة، تقدروا تضيفوا تطريز، تقدروا تضيفوا أي شيء، خصوصا إذا كانت PNG تكون مفصولة على أساس ما تكون مربعة، تقدروا تضيفوها بشكل بالمكان اللي أنتم تبغون. لكن هذه الآن هي جابتها من النت على أساس صورة مربعة. Okay.
Okay. Let me take another one. Okay. So here you can insert a print as sorry, just a second. Egg.
زي ما شفنا الآن هي بتضيف الصور. طبعا الصورة مربعة، المفترض انه يكون الصوره PNG على اساس مفرغه تقدروا تحطوها تكرروا. We can repeat Marta. Choose one flower and repeat for everything. Hello Marta, your voice is, you are mute. Marta, you are unmute.
Sorry. Okay, so I was saying that you can insert PNG, JPEG, or BMP files. So you can insert images as a located print or embroidery. So you just have to select it and then click in the position where you want to have the print. Okay.
Yeah, but this one is not, we need some print that is already, because we need some that can be repeated.
But we can even use this print to be repeated on the pattern. So we go on paper, on fabric pattern, we select the image, and then we can reduce or make it bigger. In this case, it's the pattern, the model needs to be cutted in the right positions. Okay, so then we can change the measure of the print, we can change the position, we can decide to rotate the print. Of course, in this case, this is a simple image that I took from the internet, but if you have a precise graphic that you want to use inside your fabric, inside your garment, it will be repeated in the right way. Okay. So now I'm going to open the final result. Okay, Abdullah, or you want to add something?
Yes, add embroidery if you have. I think embroidery, it's the same.
It's the same. It's the same procedure. I don't really have embroidery in this computer, but I can
add accessories if you have some accessories.
For example, this is an accessory that we can add. For example, so you just have to click, and then you can make it smaller or bigger according to your needs. Okay, so you can insert ties, you can and in this case this is a PNG file.
الآن we can يمكن الآن إضافة أي شيء، تعديل الرقبة، تغيير الشكل. I don't know if we can receive questions or we will leave it at the end.
I think we can answer to some questions, but at the end we will have all the time that we need to answer to all the questions.
Yeah.
So
yes, better to wait to the end that we see all the full process.
Yes.
Good. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to open the final result. So I go here and open.
احنا الآن طبعا حتتحول إلى باترون. This is the final result. It's open. Now this thing can be used in the internet.
Exactly. Yes. These
هذا التصميم الآن تقدروا الآن تستخدموه في الانستغرام، تقدروا تستخدموه في برامج ال 3D. يعني الآن في برامج مختصة اسمها 3D، ولكن العمل فيها عشان تطلع منتج زي كذا يحتاج إلى 2 أو 3 أيام، لأنك تبدأ إيش تسوي الباترون وبعدين ترجع تخيطه وبعدين ترجع تعدل عليه. لكن هذا الآن ال 4D بخلال نص ساعة تقدر تطلع المنتج الأول للعميل من غير أي جهد، وتقدر تعدل عليه في أي لحظة وبسرعة، ما يحتاج وقت. هذا هو يعني التقنية الحديثة للبرنامج.
Yes, and
ممكن تغير اللوكيشن.
Yes, you can even choose the location, but the most important thing is not really the image, but to each location it's related a different lighting. So here they can already start to do a little rendering of the piece
Yes.
according to the different lights.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and from here we can export images or even 3D files. And in the next versions, we are going to have even the possibility to export videos of the pattern rotating directly.
نقدر نضيف الفيديو او تستخدموا الفيديو هذا، لانه في برامج ممكن تستخدم ال 360. بعض المواقع تحتاج الى 360.
Okay, so in here I just want to let you see, for example, here we have the print. Here we have some movement added thanks to the prints. Here we have the sewing. In the back we have the zipper with the puller. So you see that the zipper goes down until the skirt. We have the darts here. We have the princess cut in the front. Okay, we have all these 3 layers for the ruffles of the sleeve. We have the split. We have the plissé. So in pattern in Audaces 4D, you can really create more or less any type of garment that you want to create in your collection, having at the really beginning a very nice and clear design of what you expect to have after the sewing. Okay.
اوكي.
Okay.
احنا الان هي بتقول انه بالنسبه للتصميم، مجرد ما تنتهي من التصميم تقدر تعمل اي كولكشن، تقدر تغير، تقدر زي ما شفنا. انا اعتقد ترجمتي الصوره تعبر وتترجم اكثر، لانه الان هي بتتكلم عن اعمالكم اللي انتم تحتاجوها يوميا. فهي الان عدلت. طبعا الان زي ما قلنا الان ما تجاوزنا نص ساعه وسوينا اشياء كثيره. طبعا تقدر تغير الكوليكشن، تغير الموديل، تغير طول ما انت عندك موديل تقدر مثلا زي ما الكم هذا بدل ما هو 3 تغيره حب 2. تقدر تشيل الخياطه، تقدر تشيل السحاب، تضيف اكسسوارز، تقدر تضيف تطريز، تقدر توسع، تقدر تضيق. اوكي ثانك يو. اوكي كونتينيو. ثانك يو مرتم.
No worries. Okay, so and from here, so from the 4D, we have the possibility to export some 2D patterns. In this case, I want to specify that we have the possibility to export 2D patterns, but they will not be perfect patterns. They will need to have some work on them. So now we will try together. For example, I will select the top part. Okay, so the front, the side and the back. And then I will go on File, Export, Models. I click
طبعا الان هي
OK.
بتصدر الملفات على برنامج البترون، المسطح البترون اللي هو 2D.
Okay, so after that I have finished to create my 4D, I can go in Pattern and see how it exported my pieces.
الان بنفتح البترون، فتحت البترون اوتوماتيك زي ما انتم شايفين. طبعا هي سوت الان الرقبه مو مقصوصه. Marta, now you make the neck without cutting, so it's the neck.
Sorry?
The neck The neck is including the part. When you need anything separate, it should be cut it. يعني اقصد الان اذا انتم حابين اللي هو الحزام او اللي على الرقبه تبغوا يكون مفصول، المفترض ان انتم تعملوا خياطه، فهذه تحديد لكل مكان على اساس انه يكون في فصل. If we need to divide it, the neck, I don't know what is it called, the neck.
The neck, this part.
Yes, if we need to
split
it, we have to make an embroidery or sign in the avatar.
Yes, exactly. In this case, what you it's in this phase. So when you have to go from the 4D to the pattern, you have to be really sure that all the cuttings in the how it's named, in the 4D model are in the right place. Okay, so for example, here I forgot to cut this part. So of course, in this case, this part is together with the pattern. Okay. But here I have the side, I have my front, and I have half back. In this case, I exported only one part because my suggestion is when you export the patterns, if your model is symmetrical, you just need one part. You don't need two. So always export just half symmetric part.
تقول الآن هي بتقول الآن إن هي جزأت. الآن عندنا نص الصدر، نص الظهر، نص واحدة من الجنب والأمام كمان. وهي بتقول عندما تكون عندكم قطع المفترض إنه تصدروها نص نص على أساس تقدروا تعملوا لها تكرار. Okay.
Okay. So now I will show you just some few tools that we have inside the because now we are in our CAD solution. So this is Audace's pattern, the software that allows us to create our models. Inside the
yes. الآن هي بتتكلم الآن حتبدأ تشرح عن طبعا الناس تعتقد دائما في كل في البرامج الأخرى أنت دائما تشتري برنامج البترول لحاله، برنامج ال 4D أو 3D لحاله، برنامج المعلومات، ولكن هذا برنامج متكامل 4 في 1. الآن حتبدأ تستخدم أدوات اللي هي في برنامج البترون العادي المسطح. طبعا بعد ما نخرج البترون من الافاتار الرسمه هي اوتوماتيك تطلع لنا البترون، ولكن I think as you said Marta, it's not completely 100% accurate, it's need modified. يعني
exactly.
اي احد يفهم في البترون لازم يعرف انه بعض التعديلات تحتاج الى تعديل بسيطه، فما يكون 100%. فمثلا على سبيل المثال تقدر تقطع القطعه اللي في حق الرقبه، تقطعها وتخليها مثلا مستقيم اذا كانت القماش ستريتش مثلا، ما تحتاج انها تكون راوند وهكذا. اوكي. حنتكلم الان، حتبدا تتكلم عن البترون المسطح اللي هو 2D. اوكي ستارت.
اوكي. So I will show you some tools that are normally used after the importation of the pattern inside the software. So for example, we use the define curve because this allows us to make the curves smoother instead of having all these movement.
طبعا الآن هي تعدل الآن بعض اللاين لأنه ما تكون، لأنه لما يخرجها ال 4D ما تطلع طبعا متزنة، فهي الآن تستخدم بعض الأدوات على أساس تكون الانحناء يعني بشكل حاد أو بشكل يعني صالح للعمل.
Okay, so as I said before, as for the back, even the front is better to have it on half. So I'm going on produce, fold. I will use the vertical fold, and I will cut it in half.
هي بتقول دائما الأفضل إنه يكون نص لكل قطعة، والآن هي قصتها. شوف السهولة لأن تقطع القطعة نصين بسهولة. Okay.
Okay. Now I will insert the symmetry line. So in this way,
الآن هي تضيف السيمتري، تضيف allowance. You adding now the allowance?
No, this is the symmetry line. This is used because now all the modifications that I will do in this side will be done equally on the other.
اوكي. هي بتضيف الان الرسم بحيث انه اي شيء ترسمه يرتسم على الجزء الاخر. اوكي.
So now I will quickly adjust some curves.
عدل بعض الانحناءات.
So we can use a Bezier curve to adjust the pieces. We can use the modify tool to move the pieces if needed. So we have different ways to modify the curves. Now I'm going to find curve, 2 points. Now I'm aligning some points, so in this way. Then I can check the connection between the two lines. So I can go in conference, check. I will click in the first and in the second line. And I can check if these two lines are good together. But in this case, I have in this case here, I added a point. So I know that now with manipulation, I can move this point here so that my two parts now are the same. So then I can even insert a notch, always with the check tool. I will use the mark notch. So I will click on the first line, click on the second line, reference points, and here I decide that I want to have a notch. So here it will insert the notch.
طبعا الان هي بتعدل وتضيف العلامات الخاصه بالقص بحيث انه تعرف فين اماكن البنسات او
Okay.
اي باترونست يعرف معنى النوتش.
Then we can insert the seam. So you can select the seam allowance that you want. You can insert the same seam allowance in all the parts or
الان هي تضيف زياده الخياطه. اوكي اللي هو الالوانس.
Yes, or you can decide to have a different seam allowance in the different parts. It depends on how you want to do this. You have
you add allowance. What is it? What's the size? How much?
In this case, here I added on the neckline. Here on the neckline and on the armhole, I added 0.7. And then here in the cutting and on the side, I added 1 centimeter.
اوكي. هي اضافت بالنسبه للرقبه allowance صغير على حسب المصمم اللي حابب. ضافت 7 ملي وفي بقيه الاشياء زادت 1 سنتيمتر.
Okay, so now if we need to adjust this piece, I'm always going to use the define curve. Okay.
طبعا تحسين الان بعض النقاط وتعديلها.
So now I will see the length of this line, because this will be the length of my dart. So this is 13.62. You read it here on the bottom right part. So now I'm going to delete these points. I will leave here just one to identify the position. Now I would use the define curve to make the line straight. Okay. So now I will go and produce dart. I'm going to open the dart. So I will do 2 centimeters for the depth 13.5. I will not use the perpendicular vertex. So I will click here. I will click in this point, and then I will click on this point, and then here. So here I added my dart, and then I can modify my curve. Here I can align. Okay, so even here I can insert the seam, so 0.7 in these 3 parts, then 2 on the back where I have the zipper, and 1.5, no, sorry, 1 on the bottom and side. Okay.
انتم عارفين السحاب يحتاج الى مساحه اكبر. Marta, I think you we got some information now about how to modify the pattern after bringing from the
Yes.
From 4D.
Okay.
You have for this one is ready. So I mean,
of course.
Or we can make a grading now if we need different size for this.
Yes, I have the pattern already done. I just
يا اوكي. احنا الان هي عدلت جزء من التصميم على اساس انه الورشه نحتاج معلومات منكم او تتكلموا اكثر، فهي الان عدلت التصميم اوتوماتيك موجود الان.
Okay, so here we have our pattern. I just need to change.
طبعا الان البترون جاهز، هي جهزته من سابق على التصميم نفسه، على اساس ما لانه حيكون في دوره تدريبيه بعد هذه، بعد الورشه العمل اللي حابب ينضم للدوره، طبعا معتمده وحتقدمها مارتا تقريبا مدتها 32 ساعه. حنعلمكم كيف عمليه استخراج التصميم وعمليه الديتيلز، ولكن احنا اليوم نبغى نوريكم فقط ايش الامكانيات المتاحه في هذا البرنامج.
Okay. So this is our.
This is with a grading, huh?
Yes. Now this is the already done one. I will show you just quickly here how we can manage the grading just quickly, and then
grading اللي ما يعرف معنى grading هي تدرج المقاسات على اساس and also this the table measurement is already done inside or you can make it by yourself.
Now the table measure, in this case you need to create your table measure.
But there is a default table measurement for M, large, medium, like this.
Ah, okay, you mean for the sizes? Yes, of course. In this case, in the properties, when you go to decide which sizes you are going to grade, here you have some group of sizes that are already registered in the software, but you can create even your own ones.
اوكي I will انا بس الان انا تكلمت عن جدول المقاسات. طبعا اي موديل له جدول مقاسات، كم الطول وكم العرض لكل مقاس، يعني المقاسات المحدده لكل مقاس، او ففي طاوله مقاسات انتم تقدروا تسووها بنفسكم، او ممكن تستخدموا طاوله القياسات العالميه اللي هي مثبته في البرنامج الام واللارج والاكس لارج والاشياء هذه. يا انكم تستخدموا طاوله المقاسات الموجوده، او ان انتم تستخدموا او تسووها بانفسكم. بعض الناس ممكن يسوي 20 مقاس، بعض الناس يقدر يبغى يسوي 3 مقاسات فقط، وفي بعض الناس يعتمد على مقاسات الطول اللي هو مثلا العبايات يعتمدوا على 56 54 لارج مش زي كذا. فانت تقدر تسوي طاوله القياسات لكل موديل زي ما انت تبغى، ومجرد ما تسوي البترون مره واحده هو يعدل كل القطع اوتوماتيك. اوكي go ahead.
Okay, so you can choose your already done sizes, or you can create it from from zero. So your base will be the 44. Then you can create smaller and bigger sizes. Okay,
الان
here.
اضافه الالوان. اوكي اضافه المقاسات اللي انت تبغاها. اوكي go.
And then in grading, we have the most important tool that we have, that is the table. So you choose the points that you want to grade. Okay. And then here you say 1 centimeter, for example, oh, no, sorry, 0.5. Okay. And then
This
you
is
click.
the grading manually. This is the grading manually.
Yes.
طبعا الان هي انت تبغى زياده من الوسط 1 سنتيمتر، فهي ضافت لك الكمبيوتر ضاف 1 سنتيمتر لكل المقاسات، المقاس ما بين مقاس ومقاس اوتوماتيك ضاف. انت بتختار اللاين، يعني الان لما اخترنا الوسط فهي ضافت 1 سنتيمتر من الوسط، فانتوا زي ما قلنا تقدروا تضيفوا زي ما تبغوا.
Okay. So you can grade here. It's very easy because you don't need to think about the value that if it's minus or plus or if it has to go in the X or the Y, but you just need to insert the value that you need, and then using the arrows you select in which direction the grading needs to move. Okay. So for example, here, 1 for the side, even here, then here, 0.5, and here, 0.5, then here, 0.5 down.
There is automatic and grading automatic for all one time.
So yes, we have the possibility to create an automatic grading, but of course in this case the automatic grading is a general grading, so you give a general difference in horizontal and in vertical. Okay, so the X 1 centimeter and the Y 1 centimeter, and the software automatically will insert the differences that you inserted proportionally on the pattern. But then, of course, you can always check the value that was inserted by the software, and if needed, adjust it.
اوكي. طبعا الان هي سوت الجريدنج او الاوتوماتيك بدون ما تسلكت كول، ولا حددت النقاط كلها وسوت زياده المقاسات اوتوماتيك، وتقدر بعدين تعدل على كل نقطه بنقطه اذا عندك اي تعديلات.
Okay. You want to see something else in the CAD?
I think it's okay now. We will go back to some questions from our writer, our when we finish.
Okay.
We will receive the information from them after we finish this seminar.
Okay, perfect. So I will go on. So this is the end result. Okay, so we have the you see that all the patterns have different colors because they are divided by fabric. We can decide a certain color for all the fabrics that we have inside the software. In this way, when in the properties we are going to select, you see, the the fabric for each of our patterns, the patterns are going to change the color according to the fabric that we choose. In properties, we can insert the name, we can insert a description, we can insert the quantity per garment. So in this case, for all the pieces of the sleeve, we need a pair because we have the left sleeve and the right sleeve. So for all these parts, I selected the pair option. In this case, for the front that have for the front top and the front waist that has the symmetry line, we don't use the pair option. Instead, the front skirt that has the slit here.
Okay, I will just describe now.
Yes.
هي تتكلم الآن now بما أن أنت عندك القطعة كاملة تقدر تغير كل قطعة إيش نوع القماش على أساس لما توديها على النستنج when you take to the nesting show it divided to different fabric.
Exactly.
يعني الآن إذا أنت تبغى and also if you want to إذا أنت تبغى تضيف لها بطانة أو تبغى تعدل نوع إيش نوع القماش هذا القماش مثلا الشيفون وهذا لا وهذا يعني هي أنت هنا بتحدد وكمان اتجاه and then the vertical or the إيش اتجاه the way of the cutting way. For example إذا أنت تبغى طريقة اتجاه القص تكون مثلا بالطول يعني ما يحطها في القماش إلا بالطول فقط أو يحطها بالعرض على أساس إنه تكون إجباري هذه القطعة تكون بالطول. يعني في بعض الأحيان مثلا قطعة أبغاها فقط بالطول في بعض القطع أبغاها فقط بالعرض فأنت بتحط اتجاه القطعة على أساس لما يجي يوديها على النستنج يوديها على حسب ما أنت حطيت الخيارات. Okay, I just described to them the way of the fabric when you want it vertical or the other way like this and then how to select which fabric like this. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is our done pattern. So we can see the markers. In this case, I have some markers already created, but we will see how it's easy and fast to create an automatic marker. So we'll open.
خلينا بس let me describe now. Okay, continue while I'm describe.
Okay.
الآن هي طبعا الماركر الناس اللي ما يعرف الماركر هو جزء اسمه اوتو نستنج يسوي القماش او يرتب القطع داخل القماش اوتوماتيك بحيث انك تحاول تحطها على عشان توفر في القماش عشان ما يكون في هدر في القماش. طبعا we can you put only one model or one piece لانه now هي حطت الان تقريبا لكل لون مقاس تقريبا 1 2 3 4 5 مقاسات تقريبا. How many size you bought?
In this case, here I have 5 sizes.
Yes. Can you make it one size, for example, just to let people know, because this is for factories, we need to see for the individual people.
Okay. Yes. Of course, you can, when you open the file, so I will just create a new file to let you see how it works. When you insert the file, here, for example, we have 3 different fabrics. That is the brown one for the skirt. We have the chiffon for the sleeves, and we have the fabric print that is for the top. In this case, we have different for each fabric. We need to select the width. So in this case, can be 1.60 meters, and we are going to nest only the size 44, for example, or only the size 40. Okay. Then
yes.
we do the same in the chiffon and we say okay, only 140.
نوع القماش او عرض القماش على اساس نسوي لكم الترتيب. Okay.
And even the same for the size 40. Okay, so we are going to have 3 different nestings. So you see here on the left bottom part, we have brown, chiffon, and print. So we are going to have 3 different nesting for the 3 different fabrics. Now I'll go in marker, nest. Here.
I will just describe.
Yes.
Now we are in the third software because we are 4 software. One is the 4D and then the 2D, and now it's a nesting or
nesting software. Exactly.
الآن اللي هو الرسم على المانيكان وبعدين الباترون المسطح، والآن انتقلنا إلى اللي هو النستنج أو ترتيب الباترون أو ترتيب قطع القماش. Okay, marker, continue marker.
Okay, so here you can decide the time limit to have a good efficiency. I suggest you to use according it depends according to the garment. So if it's a really simple garment with few pieces, you will just need like 3 minutes. If it's a more complex garment with more little pieces, 5-7 minutes. If it's a pattern that has a lot of very little pieces, even 10 minutes. Okay. But in this case, for our demonstration, I will keep it as 1.
هي بتقول الآن إنه تقدر تحط الوقت عشان الترتيب القماش. Okay, it's إذا أنتوا تبغوا ريزلت عالي ممكن تحطوها حتى 10 دقائق عشان يقدر يبحث بس، ولكن but this one for the big if someone have 10 sizes and a lot of pieces.
Exactly.
Yeah. الآن هذه للمصانع الكبيرة اللي عنده أكثر من مقاس وأكثر من يعني مقاسات كثيرة، وحابب إنه يلاقي نتائج عالية، فالأفضل إنه يحطها أكثر من 10 دقائق مثلا عشان يقدر يبحث. أوكي، وهي الآن حطتها بس دقيقة عشان تشوفوا الفرق. أوكي, go ahead.
Okay, so now we click OK. And it will open this window that shows me the process of creation of the nesting that the software is doing. So now you see that I have the pieces that has been nested in this way. Okay. And if the software will find any other better solution, you will see the image changing. Okay, so this was the first one. This is the second one. Okay, so you see that now it changed the position of the pieces because the software found a better solution for the nesting.
الآن طبعا هو بيحاول يلاقي أفضل توليفة وأقل تكلفة أو أقل قماش، لأنه حطينا we put 1 minute and then he put all the details. It means all the size or all the parts.
Yeah, in this case, now I'm using 1 size, but of course, when you have more sizes, it will insert all the sizes in one nesting.
Okay.
So this is the first, this is the second.
القطعة الثانية.
Okay, and this is the last one. In this case, this last one, we can manage it a little better because we don't have much patterns. Okay, so we can simply drag the pieces to create a better, more, we can say, useful nesting for us. Okay, in this way. So here we have the nesting for only 1 size.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we will. Okay, I think it's enough. We will go to the 4th software.
Yes, the fourth software that I want to show you now is IDEA. IDEA is the software for the creation of the tech pack. So
اوكي
here,
الان البرنامج اسمه ايدا، البرنامج الرابع اللي هو ايدا حيكون عن معلومات التصميم او اللي هو التيك باك.
yes. So this is my tech pack. So I have already done an already done tech pack. In this way, we
wait. Let's
yeah.
say some people don't know what is the tech pack. What is?
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay.
It's okay. Could you tell us?
So
and then
a tech pack is a document that has inside all the informations about the model. That means the design that can be flat, that can be the flat design. It has inside the name of the description, the collection of the garment. It has inside
let me start to translate the first.
yeah.
هي بتقول الآن التيك باك طبعا هو مستندات الخاصة بالموديل، يعني معلومات عن الموديل، بتفاصيل الموديل. ممكن تكون الرسمة 3D زي ما انتم شايفين، وممكن تكون 2D اللي هي الرسمة العادية. اوكي.
Okay. So, and then this is the, we can say, more the design part, but then we have the real tech pack that is all related to materials, activities, and cost. So you
الآن الصورة الأولى this is the first picture. It will be هي فقط عن الصورة أو الاسم. بعدين معنا بقية المعلومات الأخرى اللي هي عن معلومات التشغيل ومعلومات التكاليف. اوكي.
Okay, so before starting to show you the already done tech pack, I will show you how you start to create a tech pack. So you simply insert the page, you insert the mannequin, and with this mannequin you can start to draw. So this initial part is all related to the technical drawing. The technical drawing is really important because it allows who is going to create the pattern to have visually all the details.
We are gonna to draw again. We're gonna to draw again. Or
no, not completely. Not completely. Just to show quickly some tools.
Yes, هنا الآن we can نرسم رسم بسيط. The mood board. You are mute. Marta.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, the mood board. What is it? It's included.
Okay. So normally the mood board is simply a collection of images that
Marta, you are mute. You are talking from people from long time.
no.
And also, I'm talking while I'm mute. Also.
No, sorry. I don't know why it mutes itself. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. So I was saying. Now you hear me, right? Abdullah, you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Yes.
Okay. So for example, so for example, we can insert some images. Okay, so you can insert the images that you want. You can, I don't know, insert some color palette. So here you can choose some colors to insert for your collection, for example. So you can, so this software in reality allows you to do a lot of different things. Okay, so it's of course it was.
Excuse me. It means this software is already include tools that allow you to add what you want for the tick pack and the collections, the mood board.
Exactly, yes.
Okay,
So
but we can add it take the information automatically, or you have to insert all the information about the model.
No, it depends on which information you need, because of course the mood board you need to create it manually, because you don't have any information about the mood board, so the mood board has to be done manually. But the informations that you need to insert manually are, for example, the name, the description, the collection, okay, and then of course the materials. But which is the purpose of IDEA? The informations about the materials will be all more easier when you are going to create your we can say you have a list of fabrics or accessories created in IDEA. So in this way, you are not going to create manually all the materials or all the activities, but you will just take the information and insert it in IDEA. Okay, so there is an initial part of studying, we can say, in IDEA, where you create all all the needed information. So in that way, in the moment that you create your tech pack, you are not going to write anything, but you are just going to take and insert informations. Is it clear my
طبعا الان هي تتكلم عن التيك باك زي ما قلنا، هو جاهز بحيث انك انت تستخدم الادوات اللي تساعدك في انك تنتج او تعبي المعلومات الخاصه وتطلعها بطريقه مرتبه، المعلومات الخاصه بالموديل او بال. Okay, can you show us one tick back for this or for other tick back already? From how many information? I think we need to add pattern and
yes,
like this. Okay.
so this is the tech pack that I created for our demo. So this is just the initial page. So here we have imported our 4D design. So you see that if you create your design in a really specific way with all the details that you need, you can even skip the part of the of drawing again the pattern. Okay, you will just need the 4D design. And another important thing is that if you do double click here on the model, it will open the 4D, and if you do any modification to the garment, so let's imagine that I'm going to change the color.
طبعا الان مجرد ما تعدل اللون او تعدل اوتوماتيك حتحفظها في
in the moment that I save the 4D, it says attention occurred in reference. What do you want to do? If I say update reference, it will update the reference with the new color. Okay, so IDEA is the collector of all the information that we have in the different softwares. So if we do a modification in 4D, IDEA knows. If we do a modification in pattern, IDEA knows. So all we do in the other softwares is connected to IDEA, so that we are always informed about what is going on in the files of this model. So this is the initial part. In the when you save the file, when you go on File, Save As, it asks you the name of the file, but it asks you even the description of the garment, the collection, and the responsible of that garment. Okay, so when you save the file, it's not just save file as, but it asks you even more informations, and these informations are automatically inserted here. So you see that there is name, collection, description, and all this information can be connected to the table. So if I do any change, for example, gown dress, or I don't know, if I add something, so for example,
طبعا
zipper in the back.
يعني هي الآن بتحط المعلومات الخاصة بالموديل وأوتوماتيك تتعدل في الصفحات. هي بتحط
You see that when I inserted this additional information, it was written even here. Okay, so now if I go in the second page, we find the flat design. So this is the design that we create inside IDEA. So this is our vectorial design, that one that normally you can do, for example, with Illustrator, etc. You have the possibility to create.
Let me explain. Let me explain now. الآن الأغلب يحدث مشاكل في تصاميمهم، والسبب انه ما اعطوا تفاصيل كثيره عن الموديل. زي ما الان انتم ملاحظين انه مثلا كل قطعه معروفه كم الطول وكم العرض وايش اللون وايش المقاس وايش التفاصيل. هذه اشياء مهمه جدا تحميكم وتحمي منتجاتكم، سواء انتجتوا خارج المملكه او انتجتوا داخل المملكه. هذا الشيء يعني مهم جدا، على اساس انه تعطوا معلومات واضحه ومهمة للمصنع. Okay, thank you. Go continue.
Okay, so with the tools that we saw before, so this one it's used to create the internal parts. This other one is used to create the external ones. Okay, so with these tools we have the possibility to create this kind of drawings. And then, of course, we have the possibility to color, to insert prints, okay, to insert transparency. But this is to insert even here sewings, to insert zippers, okay. So you can really insert.
Wait, for example, when we add when we select on the zipper, it's open to add the information of the zipper, you mean?
So in this case, you can connect to create the material zipper, you need to work here, but we will see this.
Yeah, okay, but it's there, we can do it. Okay, يعني القصد الآن إنه أنتم ممكن تعدلوا على كل أو تربطوا كل قطعة أو كل إكسسوارات بمعلومات في البرنامج، بحيث مجرد ما تعدلوا المقاس أو تروحوا تعدلوا فقط اوتوماتيك يتعدل في المعلومات اللي موجودة في الصفحة.
Okay. So after the drawing, we can even insert some general information. So for example, ruffles, we can insert a slit, we can insert a double seam and specify at which distance we want this seam. That here we have the zipper. Okay, so we can insert this general information, and all the general information are saved in the file. Okay. Another.
Okay, it's clear now.
Okay.
احنا الآن نتكلم عن can you make the page is open all the page.
The page.
الآن احنا زي ما قلنا الآن بنتكلم عن التيك باك. شوفوا كيف المعلومات واضحة ومرتبة بحيث انك تقدر ترسلها للمصنع. Okay, continue, Martha.
And
yes,
another thing that we can do is, you see that here we have some measurements. If you change the scale of the drawing, you can have some general measures on this garment. And in this case, it's very useful for who does the pattern making, because before starting to create the pattern, they already have a pretty good idea on the different length. So, for example, that the first ruffle will be 15, the second will be 28, the third will be 36. The width of the neck is more or less 2 centimeters. That the skirt is 1 meter and 12 long. Okay, so all these informations are very important for the pattern maker, because in this way you are going to have a very specific idea on how the various proportions are divided, and these measures. You want to translate?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Continue.
So
you said now if we change the measurement, we add this measurement manually.
Yeah, in this case, you are measuring the drawing to give to the pattern maker an information. So the pattern maker will know more or less which measure for the length she will need to use.
اوكي، هي الان بتتكلم انه ممكن لما تضيفوا المقاسات او الارتفاع والطول، هذه بيعطي معلومات دقيقه للبترونست انه يضيف لكم الموديل، او انه تكون المعلومات صحيحه له عشان يعرف انه يعدل على البترون بشكل كويس. لانه هم الان يتكلموا عن اشخاص متخصصين في الرسم، اشخاص متخصصين في البترون، اشخاص متخصصين في التنفيذ، ولكن احنا الان تقريبا الاغلب يكون هو عندنا هنا حيكون باترونست وهو اللي يرسم. ف اوكي جو اهيد. Thank you, Martha.
No worries. These measures are not used only to give information to the pattern maker, but even for the calculation of the costs. Okay, so now we have finished the part of the design, and now we start to talk about the tech pack, the actual tech pack with cost and quantities. Okay. So here in materials, I have already added a couple of materials, that is the chiffon and the printed cotton, but here I can add another material that can be, for example, the zipper. Okay, so here we say the zipper. This is the accessories group. Description: 60 centimeter length. Supplier, here you can insert the name of your supplier. Here you can specify the color and and here we have the unit cost. So here I say the unit cost is 0.7 cents, quantity 1, unit measure unique, because in this case we don't have meters. But as you see, for the chiffon and the printed cotton, here I said, for example, unit cost 8 euros, and I need 1.5 meters. Automatically, the software creates the total.
Let me
Yes.
translate this sections. They are talking هنا الآن بيتكلم عن التكاليف. مجرد ما أنت تكتب المتر والسعر والمورد، ايش نوع المورد والالوان، بيعطيك تكاليف القطعه في التيك باك، تعطيك التكاليف الاوليه للقطعه بشكل بسيط ومرتب زي ما انتم شايفين. فهذه الان يعني معلومات او اضافات موجوده في التيك باك اللي هو التكاليف زي ما قلنا. اوكي، ثانك يو مارتا، continue.
Okay, so here you can insert all the materials that you need, and the software will automatically calculate the total for the fabric, but it will calculate even the total of the total of the table. Okay. So this is very important in the companies to have this information about the price, because it allows you to understand if your selling price is the right one for your work. Because maybe, for example, here the total cost of that garment. I will do this again. This plus this. Okay, for example, the total cost of this garment is 41.6 euros. So according to, and this is the production cost for you. So according to this cost, you can easily understand how much you are going to insert as a selling price for your clients. And in this case, I was.
Let me describe.
Yes. Yes.
And as I understand, now you can put your cost. This the cost, and then the software automatically tell you how much it will cost as a production, as a material.
Exactly.
طبعا الآن البرنامج يحدد لك أنت سعر البيع أوتوماتيك، أو يحدد لك تكاليفك، أو ممكن تحط مثلا هذا سعره مثلا 200 ريال في السوق مثلا، وطول ما وتعرف تكاليف انه والله يكلفك 190، اذا هذا الموديل مش ما ينفع، لازم ينباع ب 300 او اعدل في التكاليف قبل ما تبدا في المنتج. فاحنا بنتكلم عن تقنيه وتكنولوجيا عاليه. اوكي، go ahead.
Okay, so after these we can insert activities. So in this part we have the materials.
Marta, you are mute, Marta.
Sorry. So this first part was for the materials, but then we have even the activities, because it's very important to analyze the cost of the materials, but it's as important as to understand how much it costs your work. So for example, you say pattern making. To create the pattern, it takes 2 hours and I pay 8 euros.
الآن بنتكلم it's now even it's the details of the working. Marta, you are mute. I mean now even the operation. يعني الآن احنا بنتكلم عن عمليات التشغيل، كم حتكلف إذا أنت تشوف اللي يسوي الزرار يقعد مثلا 20 دقيقة 20 ثانية أو 10 دقائق وهكذا، وأنت بتدفع له هذه، بيعطيك التكاليف تبع المنتج قبل انك تبدا تقرر الاسعار. فهذا يعني شيء يساعد جميع المصممين او جميع اصحاب المعامل او المشاغل او المصانع انك تعرف تفاصيل منتجك اول باول. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so for example, pattern making, cutting, and then we can add, for example, sewing. So here I can write sew the complete garment. Here you can even specify the sector, the machine, if you need to.
Marta,
Yeah.
I think it's clear now. Does we have anything to explain? Because now we will pass 2 hours. We will close to 2 hours. We need to talk about the questions, and then I think we need to talk about ISA also. It means it's 5 softwares, not only 3.
Yes.
Mute. Oh, you are mute, Isa.
Okay. So it's a cloud that you find online. You will enter with your mail and password.
الآن احنا زي ما قلنا حنتكلم عن برنامج ISA. Can you describe ISA? What is it first again?
ISA is used to manage and organize your collection. That means that you can create inside ISA your creation process and see step by step how it's going your work.
هو برنامج لتنظيم وترتيب عمليات المنتجات بحيث انك انت ترتب عمليات منتجك مع التيم اللي موجود عندك في الشركه او التيم اللي موجود عندك في العمل.
Okay. So for example, here I have a collection already done, that is the Audaces 360 collection. And you see that
collection موجود جاهز. Okay.
And you see that inside my collection we can have more cycles, that these are related to production cycles, because for example, maybe in a company you can have more sections of the same collection, so you can have basic garments and more fashion garments, so you can have different production cycles. And inside each cycle we can create categories. So for example, here we have the casual and the sporty category. Okay, so now I'm going to add another garment. Here in modify mix I will add a new garment that will be a dress. Okay, so here I search the image of the dress. Okay, so here I have my dress. Here I can change some informations about the garment. So the name will be elegant dress. Here, if you want, you can add a description. You can choose the colors of your of the model, so it's white, nude, and blue, for example. Then you can specify if it's printed or not. In this case, it's a sublimation print. The composition, outsourcing, the finishing, laundry, embroidery, pleat. That in this case we are going to pleat it.
هي الآن تضيف المراحل اللي أنت تبغى تسويها في الموديل هذا. Okay.
So you can insert for each garment all the informations related to this. So here, this is a new thing. You can select the cover image, and if you want, you can even insert more images for your garment. But now I will show you another thing. We have the possibility now to insert inside ISA all the all the files that we saw together. So we go in design, I click on select file, and here I will charge the 4D, and I will select use this image as cover.
يعني الآن زي ما احنا شايفين انه ضافة المنتج الاخير ويبين الان الاخضر فين راح. اللي يخلص التطريز يضغط انه انا خلص تطريز، اللي خلص الباترون خلص باترون، عشان تعرف الاوردرات، تقدر تعرف ترتب عمليات الطلبيات الخاصة بعملائك. يعني الان لو لاحظ اوكي مارتا can you make it up No, go to the other design. This is I'm describing to now how many operation for each. No, go back to the other one. Same. Easy.
Yes.
Go back to the operations. Show me the operations. Yes.
This? Okay.
Yeah, go up. Yes. الآن لو تلاحظوا انه كل موديل او كل اوردر واضح انه هنا الريسيرش البحث عن الماتيريال، بعدين التصميم، وبعدين سوى التيك باك، وبعدين عمل الباترن، في فلان سوى الباترن. اذا في ملاحظه في اي اوبريشن يبين انه في ملاحظه، وهكذا تقدر تعرف تعمل كنترول لاعمالك بشكل كامل بدون الحاجة إلى أنك تسأل الموظف أنت خلصت ما خلصت. فهذه ميزة جدا مهمة للي يتابعون عمليات الأوردرات والطلبيات، وخصوصا إذا عنده مصنع وفيه تفاصيل كثيرة. Okay, thank you. I just described to them the operation, how does it work and how does it... I think now it's already, I think there is a lot of information we can talk. طبعا خلوني I will talk to them. طبعا it's already now I think it was 4 softwares, now it's become 5.
Yes.
Thank you. طبعا الآن احنا بنتكلم مع الموجودين. أول شيء يعطيكم العافية، شكرا لانضمامكم. طبعا زي ما شفتوا الآن البرنامج متكامل، 5 برامج في برنامج واحد يعطيك بسهولة تامة متابعة الأعمال، متابعة أعمالك، التيك باك ومعلومات المنتج والتصميم الفوردي والتصميم والباترون المسطح بشكل مسهل جدا يعني بإمكانيات جبارة أنتم يمكن حنكتشفها بعدين. طبعا في دورة حتقدمها مارتا تقريبا ممكن نبدأ فيها من الأسبوع القادم. اللي حاب ينضم يتواصل معنا على أساس تقدروا تستخدموا البرنامج بشكل كبير. اللي حابب ينضم لنا في عندنا دورة ل10 أشخاص المرحلة الأولى. اللي حابب يسجل حنعطيكم التفاصيل والأسعار. حنبدأ الآن استقبال الأسئلة. اللي حابب يسأل يا ريت يرفع يده.
خلينا نسمع الأسعار. يلا.
لا الأسعار حنتكلم فيها بعدين. يا ريت اللي عنده أسئلة غير الأسعار حنتكلم فيها بعدين. الأسعار حناخذ منهم عرض خاص. اللي عنده أسئلة يرفع يده. ما في أحد عنده سؤال؟ سماح، تفضلي سماح.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام، أهلا وسهلا.
لو سمحت البرنامج هذا يفيد المصانع فقط ولا إحنا كمصممين؟
I think I will ask Marta. She asked, this software can be used for the designer or only factories?
No, we can. Our software has been developed to be used to any kind of professional. So from the freelancer designers to the big companies. So anyone can use it.
طبعا أنا خليتها ترد البرنامج طبعا اللي يبغى يرسم اكيد المصمم اكيد يقدر يبغى يستخدمه. المصمم اللي يبغى يسوي باترون اكيد المصمم هو محتاجه للناس اللي يبغى معلومات عن التصميم. طبعا المصممين كمان بالاضافه المصممين هم محتاجين تدريب على اساس يقدروا يتوظفوا في المصانع. اللي المصممين لما يقول انا متعلم على البرنامج اللي هو برنامج الايطالي اكيد حتكون له سهوله في التوظيف او اولويه في التوظيف. طيب في عندك سماح سؤال؟ خلاص
لا شكرا.
ناخذ شيماء. شيماء
أيوة سامعني؟
ايه سامعين.
Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you for your time. I want to ask about the fabric. About the fabric, use a picture from the internet. Can I take a picture of the fabric I have and then put it in the application, and can I use it for the
Of course,
design?
Of course, yes. If you take an image of your fabric, you just have to insert it in the computer, and then you can simply insert it in your design. Yes,
And
you can do
also
this.
the accessories, the button and anything, right?
Yeah, in this case, you will need to, for the accessory, you need to create, it would be better if you can create an image, if you can modify the image to have the possibility to don't have the background, okay?
Yeah.
But
تفريغ تحتاج it's need cleaning or it's called in Arabic تفريغ. تقدري لازم تفرغيها على اساس تقدري تحطيها بشكل كويس. اوكي خلاص ننتقل للسؤال الثاني. مين عندنا الآن؟
No worries.
ويلكم. شيماء نزل يدك. خلاص في ناس ما يبغى في بالسؤال طباعة الباترون هي طابعة خاصة. الدورة بتكون مترجمة. طبعا حيكون في شخص يترجم في الدورة. في سؤال يقول هل يمكن إرسال التصميم إلى آلة؟ أكيد طبعا. Somebody asked you can send the file to the cutting machine. I said
yes.
to them,
Yes,
of course,
100%.
yes. This is a normal questions. Here هل يتوفر they said we can translate it to Arabic, the software.
Yes, of course. Yes, we can translate in Russian, in Arabic, in Chinese.
An Excel sheet. If you give us an Excel sheet, we can translate it to you and then you can put it.
Exactly. Yes.
طيب احنا حنحاول ان احنا نترجمه اكيد. هل البرنامج تعتمده الشركات؟ اكيد احنا الان واحد السؤال يقول انه تعتمد الشركات. اكيد البرنامج مسهل وسعره متناول في يد الجميع بحيث انه الناس تقدر تستخدمه. اصلا هو مفيد زي ما شفنا. الشركة اللي ما تستخدم البرنامج هي بتضيع على نفسها وقت وجهد وعمل. ما هي أهمية البرنامج للمدربين؟ أكيد المدربين ممكن يصيروا مدربين، ممكن يستخدموا. طبعا عندهم تسعيرة خاصة للجامعات والمراكز التدريب إنه يقدروا يحصلوا عليه بسعر خاص جدا. أكيد في هنا there is a question that can we add some special cutting from the outsource for the designing? I said, can we add some cutting? I think all the tools is already in the software.
Yes. I think I don't know. You mean for patterns or you mean for design?
For design, you mean special design, special cutting?
Yes. Yes, we have even the
there is a lot
possibility
of
to
tools.
import. Yes.
احنا الان الادوات موجوده. احنا الان هي ساعه ولكن احنا بنتكلم عن 32 ساعه ممكن تاخذوها حتتعلموا اشياء كثيره. Let me see if we have فاطمه العبود. كلمي رافعه يدك فاطمه.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
So Ms. Martha, glad to meet you. I'm a creator. I'm not a designer.
Okay.
If I have a tech bag, like some designers have this programs, and I have it. If she bring the tech bag, can I just add it to the program and it's automatically make the pattern, or I have to make it by myself and design draw the design from the first?
Yeah, so the tech pack and the pattern are two different programs. In this case, if one designer, for example, creates the 4D and send you the 4D, you have the possibility to export the pattern from the 4D. But of course, you need to work on this pre-pattern anyway, as I showed you today. So I exported the patterns. I showed you how to modify, but then you need to work in the pattern to have the actual pattern done. There is not like an automatic creation of the pattern from the tech pack. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And um, can you read the result, the pattern result from the 4D to the pattern? It's make the pattern automatically.
Yes.
On 100%. What's the read? Can you read it if error or wrong? What's the percentage if it's gonna be error or wrong?
Okay. So my suggestion in the moment that you export the pattern from the 4D is to have a correct base. So a really simple correct base. Okay, so you can simply overlap the exportation to this base and check what you need to change or what is right. From our customer that tried the software, so from the 4D to the pattern, using this method, so having a predefined base with the correct proportion and measures, they found that from the 4D to the pattern, even just doing some modifications, so making the line straight or modifying some curves, etc., the actual result was pretty precise. So you just need to check some measurements, but then the actual result it's really I can say 80-90% similar to what you see in 4D.
I will add something. It's a prefer if there is pattern maker, he will understand there is a wrong or not wrong. Sometimes we cannot find wrong because for the easy design, it will be 100%. For some difficult effect, it's need somebody who understand pattern very well because you cannot find everything. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Fatma.
It's 99% right. I can see that.
It depends from the model. Sometimes it will be 100% good. Sometimes it will be less than 80, I think. This is from my discovery. Sometimes it will be 90. Sometimes it will. I suggestion, if you are a designer, you have to keep with you pattern maker. You cannot. You cannot be as a designer, a drawing designer, and you don't know the pattern. This is not good. It will not be good at all. From my suggestion, what do you think, Marta?
Yes, so 4D has been developed for designers, but in the moment that we are going to interface the 4D with the pattern, it's always better to have some pattern knowledge. So you will be sure. You will be sure that what you have in pattern is right and will give you the right result.
Okay, thank you. So we have now Rama.
Hello, Martha. Thank
Hello.
you for your time. I would ask if in 4D or in 2D, if it's have ready patterns or ready drawings, so we can later edit on it. For our custom design.
Okay, so in this case, if I understood the question, you mean like to put the pattern on the avatar?
No,
Yeah,
they
no,
have
no, she
we have
asked-
some ready inside the software. We have already some
yes,
space.
yes, you have
If
examples.
you have a ready design so that you
Yeah.
can edit. For example,
Of course.
skirt long, so you want to
Yes.
modify to make it less. There is,
Yes. Yes, yes. In 4D, in all the softwares, you will see that there are some examples that you can use and modify as you want.
And then I can edit
anyway, with the training, you will get very easy training, so you can use and draw whatever. The software is ready to help you to draw quickly and easily.
Okay. اوكي.
انا بس ممكن اترجم السؤال تبع راما. هي بتسال انه هل في باترونات جاهزه او تصاميم جاهزه يمكن التعديل عليها؟ هم يقولوا اكيد في موجود، ولكن ادوات البرنامج مسهله، مجرد ما تتعلم تقدر ترسم بكل سهوله. اوكي. Thank you, Rama. So we will go to Shema again, I think.
Yes, I have another question. Can I work in this program in any laptop, or should I buy specific laptop?
For now, our software works in Windows computer, any Windows computer. But the very important thing, in particular for the 4D, is the graphic card, because the 4D needs a good graphic card. So, if you are interested in the software, you can tell us which is your computer and the characteristic of your computer, and we can say to you if it's enough to work with the software, or if it's missing some requirements.
اوكي. طبعا شيماء سالت بس عشان اترجم، هي هل البرنامج او الكمبيوتر او البرنامج يعمل على اي كمبيوتر؟ فردت مارتا تقول لا، فقط الويندوز، ولكن بالنسبه للبرنامج ال4 دي محتاج الى يعني سعه عاليه او خصائص خاصه. فهي في حاله ان يكون انت عندك برنامج او كمبيوتر موجود حاليا، تقدر تعطي المعلومات، واذا اذا ناقص شيء نقول لك ايش الناقص. اوكي. ثانك يو شيماء.
Thank you.
We have أبرار الشرافي. أبرار، اسألي يا أبرار.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
I want to ask that we are beginners. We didn't even use any of this application. So we have to use each application and we have to practice each application once.
Again.
Sorry.
I want to ask that we are beginners. We didn't even know each application. So if we want to start this work, so we have to learn each application one by one, right?
Of course.
Yes, exactly.
Normal.
Yes, you will be trained to see all the functions one by one of each tool or each software, to help you really understand how they work. So don't worry, you will not be alone. And another thing that Audaces have is the site share.audaces.com that is reserved for our clients, and is used to help the clients understand how the software works by themselves. So you will see that there are a lot of articles and videos that explain how the software works.
Okay, thank you so much. Ma'am, can we put PNG or JPG pictures in the software?
Sorry?
Can we put PNG and JPG pictures in the software?
Yes.
اوكي ثانك يو. اوكي ابرار سالت، هي بتقول انه هل بالامكان انه لازم اتعلم على كل البرامج عشان اقدر استخدم البرنامج؟ في ردة اكيد ما في برنامج الا لازم تتعلم عليه. طبعا التدريب تقريبا 32 ساعه لمده سنه، لمده شهر، كل يوم 4 ايام في الاسبوع، ساعتين. وفي هناك مقاطع فيديو تقدروا تتدربوا عليها اول باول. اوكي let's go to there is another one called بريدة who's بدرية تكلمي.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
سؤالي، لو كان عندي صورة الموديل، هل أقدر أسقطها على المانيكان أو لازم أرسمها أنا؟
أكيد لازم. أنا حرد كذا، ولكن لازم هي ترد. هو لازم ما في يرسم الموديل أوتوماتيك، لازم ترسمي أنت أول مرة. Okay, she asking now if she have a full design, so she can put all the design and it will be automatic. I said, I think no, but you will answer.
No, can you repeat the question, please?
I mean, if you have dressings, you have one design, completely designed from the internet or model, she can put it in the avatar automatically, can be converted to the 4D or not?
No. In this case, it has to be drawn in the 4D.
لأنه الآن الرسم لازم تحدد أنت حجم وأماكن الخياطة والأشياء هذه، وعندك تول عشان تبين تقدر تقطعها، ما ينفع. أوكي ثانك يو. عندك بدرية سؤال آخر؟
لا شكرا.
اوكي now we will لا يمكن تحميل على ايباد، لازم ويندوز. الدورة اكيد اونلاين. هل البرنامج مترجم؟ حاليا غير مترجم للعربية. وهناك سؤال is there is a plan to develop the application that work on Mac? They need can work in Mac or not?
Until now, no. The only way, but it's still in development, is to have like a parallel desktop of Windows in the Mac, where we need to install the software, but is still under. We are still checking if everything works using the method. So until now, we prefer to say that is not compatible with Macs, but we are searching a definitive solution to have the softwares even in the Mac.
اوكي كلير. طبعا هو ما في، وقاعدين يعملوا يطوروا على اساس يحولوا على الماك، ولكن بدل ما يترجموا اشتري كمبيوتر ويندوز خلاص. اوكي other things now they said the pricing, it's subscriptions or he can buy completely. I think I have the questions, but you can. عشان الأسعار okay. What is the price? It's a monthly or it's subscription yearly, or what is it's buying? What they have?
Subscription is monthly.
موجود الشهري، موجود سنوي، وتقدر تشتري مرة واحدة، وحننزل لكم الأسعار and we will give you the pricing separate and we will announce it later.
Just sorry, I would like to say something that in what you have seen today is the full application, the whole process coming from design up to production, of course, and we can provide not only the full solution but even the training that makes you very easily to use the application that you want. Okay, because if it's a designer, no need to maybe some other software, but what we provide is a full package, software and training that can help you to use very easily the solution.
اوكي، هو بيقول الان ان البرامج مكتمله. I think I read some questions and I didn't see what you say. This is again what you said.
I say that we not only what they have seen today is the whole solution from designing up to production. So how design a garments, a style, and after how can go to produce it. But of course, we provide not only the software and the solution, but even the training by our expert team, where that after the training they can easily use all the tools and all the software.
Okay, that's fine. هو بيقول ان الان ان البرامج كلها مكتمله، نقدر نعطيكم كل الحلول من التصميم الى الانتاج، بالاضافه الى التدريب على ايدي مهاره وعلى ايدي الخبراء. وباذن الله حنوفر احنا هنا خبراء ومدربين موجود في السعوديه، حنبدا نسفرهم على ايطاليا يبدوا يتدربوا ان شاء الله، وحيكون عندنا مدربين خاصين. طيب في سؤال هنا، أنا إذا اشتركت في الدورة هل البرنامج معه ولا عمل؟ طبعا الدورة لوحدها والاشتراك في البرنامج لوحده. وحننزل أسعار حننزل أسعار اليوم الوطني للدورة. We will make a special offer, Mr. Enrique, for we have a national day. A national day. There is a national day. Somebody said, can be translated before the training. I said, I think no, it's a take time. الترجمة تحتاج وقت أكيد، ولكن حيكون في شخص يتكلم بالعربي، والموضوع يعني سهلة، مجرد ما هو تدريب. طبعا التدريب حياخذ 10 أشخاص فقط كل دورة، على أساس نقدر ندربهم بطريقة صحيحة. على الدورة بتكون مسجلة، مو وقته خلاص. Can I buy a 3D design done by another software and modify in your software? No, I think. Can I buy a 3D? No,
it's not
أنا
possible.
أعتقد الآن عشان ما نطيل على الناس، أنا أعتقد انتهينا اليوم. زي ما قلنا حنعلن على الدورة، خليكم تواصلوا مع الواتساب اللي كان موجود اللي حابب ينضم للدورة. طبعا حتكون في لها سعر، وحنعمل له وانا حتفاوض معهم على سعر خاص باليوم الوطني، وحنشوف كم الاجمالي. اذا وصلوا اعداد كثيره ممكن ناخذ خصم اكبر، واذا كان الاعداد بسيطه حناخذ اكيد. حنحاول ان احنا نعطيكم. طبعا حنكون يا ريت تروحوا على التويتر، انا حنكتب لكم التغريده. روحوا علقوا على الدوره، هل كانت كويسه او عجبتكم او عندكم اي ملاحظات. احنا جاهزين، ويعطيكم الف عافيه وشكرا لكم. Thank you Marta, thank you Enrique. I will today it was extremely perfect. Thank you. And
thank
Marta,
you.
she was amazing while she's describe and talk about the software. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I will thank you to everyone for the time. And if you have any question, you can come to us anytime. We are here to help you.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
ايوه لحظه في سؤال.
Thank you.
مين باقي؟
بس انا عندي سؤال، هل الدورة بس راح تقام هذه المرة ولا ممكن
لا اكيد حتكون الدورة حتكون متواصلة مرات كثيرة اكيد.
تمام، شكرا.
يعطيك العافية. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.